Hello everyone! Today, I decided to switch things up a bit and take you outside for a change of scenery. Being in the outdoors is, I think, the perfect setting to talk about a little friend that has become a part of my daily routine, and that is my Apple Watch. Whether I'm tracking my workouts, staying on top of my schedule, or just hanging out like I am now, this has been the companion that has helped me get through my day. So if you're planning to get one for yourself and you're curious about how I make the most out of it, I'm hoping that by sharing how I use mine, it can help you make an informed decision on whether you need or don't need an Apple Watch. Quick disclaimer, I just want to clarify that I'm in no way a professional tech analyst, reviewer, commentator, whatever you want to call it. I am just someone who'd like to share my honest and personal experience with the Apple Watch. If you're looking for a more professional, thorough review of all the technicalities of the Apple Watch, there are plenty of those out there. But if you're curious about how this watch works for someone like me, then stick around and let's get into it. So let's talk about my main watch face. I have two watch faces, all of which are modular. The first one is my main watch face, which I use every day. This has my activity rings on the top left corner, just so I know where I'm currently at with my daily fitness goals, aka my step count, every time I look at my watch. I have the date and time on the top right. My calendar schedule, which is most important to me, is in the middle. This has been one of my favorite features of the Apple Watch because it acts like a compact, distraction-free extension of my phone. I can simply click on this calendar complication. All of these little widgets you see on the screen are called complications, so I can just click on it and I can already see an overview of my schedule for the day, for the week, and even for the month. I don't need to rummage through my bag, look for my phone to know my schedule. With just my watch, I can already see what's next with just a glance. On the bottom, I have my watch's battery status. I also have the app Done, which tracks my daily habits. Having this app on my watch face made it so much easier to track my habits. I don't have to reach for my phone anymore just to check off a habit I just did, and this reduces the chances of me being distracted by and scrolling on the other apps I have on my phone. I can just conveniently track my daily habits on my wrist anytime, anywhere. Beside that, I also have the app Pillow, which shows me my sleep rings. So this shows me the quality of my sleep on the outer ring and then the time I was asleep in the inner ring. If I can remember correctly, these are the only features you can display on your Apple Watch. You can choose between just your sleep quality, just your sleep duration, or both. But within the app itself, Pillow thoroughly analyzes your sleep. You also get meditation exercises and a variety of sounds and noises within the app to help you sleep better. Now, when you touch and hold your Apple Watch screen, you can change watch faces. The next one I have is one that I use for when I'm exercising. Same thing with my main watch face. I have my activity rings on the top left, the date and time on the top right, and my calendar in the middle. These three, as you may have noticed, are basically my non-negotiables when it comes to complications. On the bottom, I have the timer app, and what's great about this is you can make preset timers. So you can conveniently set and switch timers for your exercises and also for your breaks. The next complication I have is the workout app. I'm still figuring this out, but I've mainly used this for just indoor and outdoor walks. There are also other workouts you can track. You can even add custom workouts depending on your activity for the day, and you can change your goals within these workouts. The last complication I have in this watch face is the Spotify app, and this I use a lot when I'm exercising. So using this complication, I can play a podcast back, I can switch between songs, and I can even browse through my library. Very useful to keep me away from boredom during my exercises. I've really taken the time to choose each of the complication for each of my watch faces because I want my watch to serve as a shortcut to the apps I frequently use at any given time or activity. The purpose of an Apple Watch, well, at least for me, is to help me work on my tasks more efficiently. Yes, all of these apps can be accessed on my phone, and truthfully, there is so much more I can do with these apps on my phone, but a huge advantage of having a watch is eliminating distractions that come with a phone. I don't have the option to swipe on another app. I don't have the option to scroll through social media. I have my priorities front and center without anything getting in the way. That being said, you also have to make a conscious effort to keep your Apple Watch clean and functional. In my case, each of my watch faces correspond to a different activity or a different routine. So each of the complications within those watch faces are really those that I use most frequently for those routines. Another way you can keep your Apple Watch functional is by tailoring the notifications you receive on your watch. This is the second most important thing to do after setting up your apps and watch faces. If you do not take the time to customize the notifications you receive on your watch, every notification you receive on your phone will appear on your watch, distracting you each time and basically defeating the purpose of you even purchasing a watch. So for me, the only notifications that mirror those on my phone are those from the calendar app, my habit tracking app Done, from Gmail, and from the health app. These are the notifications that are most important to me and that I need to be alerted of as soon as I receive them. All other others, I can just check on my phone at the end of the day. Now, the most important aspect of my life that I think my Apple Watch has significantly helped me in is in the sphere of health and fitness. Before having an Apple Watch, I pretty much lived a very sedentary lifestyle. If I don't have to move from my bed or from the couch, I wouldn't do it. If I don't have to go out, I wouldn't do it either. But since I wear my Apple Watch almost 24/7 and the health app tracks all of my activities, it now motivates me and it actually encourages me to do better physically. I remember there was this one time in college, we had to go up 3 to 4 flights of stairs to go to our room. That might seem like anyone can do, but again, I wasn't built like that. I rarely ever exercise enough to survive that. So by the time I reached our room, my watch actually notified me that I have low cardio fitness. So throughout the remaining months of college, I did actually try my best to squeeze in some time to go for a walk. To add to that, the activity ring somehow gamify the process of exercising for me. I found that in exercising, nothing motivates me more than seeing my goals met. I think the reason why I had such an on and off relationship with exercising is because it takes such a long time to see the results. And within that time frame, I tend to fall out of my habit because I always felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I felt like I wasn't making any progress. But with my activity rings, I am focused on meeting my goals just for today. I can motivate myself to meet my desired step count for the day. I can encourage myself to close my rings for the day. And the fact that I am meeting these goals day to day leaves me feeling satisfied and fulfilled. Within the health app, you can also see a detailed record of your health trends. So you can see your exercise duration, heart rate, respiratory rate, and more. Another really helpful way I use my Apple Watch is for safekeeping my brain dump. I'm sure we've all had those moments when we're on the go, maybe we're running errands, working out, or riding a public transport, just moments when we're at the most inconvenient places at the most inconvenient time, and suddenly a great idea pops into our head out of nowhere. Maybe it's an idea for your final project at university or an important task that you have to do. Now, as much as we want to take our time and take note of that idea, we simply can't because we can't just pull out a pen and a paper when we're out in the supermarket or when we're working out. So by the time we are able to write it down, that idea is probably already long gone. Annoying and frustrating. So to avoid that, I have the app Cocoon Weaver. This allows me to record audio notes straight from my Apple Watch, and what's great is everything syncs back to my phone. I also use my Apple Watch as a camera remote. So when I'm taking a photo by myself, I can just prop my phone somewhere stable, set the timer, and shoot all I want. Now this last one might not be so useful to some of you, but as someone who loses things easily, this has been such a lifesaver for me. I use my Apple Watch to find my phone. There was this one time in college when I was packing my things because I usually go home every weekend and I couldn't find my phone anywhere. Mind you, my condo wasn't so big so I could have easily found it, but since I couldn't, I really thought I left it somewhere. Good thing I remembered to use that Find My iPhone feature on the Apple Watch, and it basically plays a sound on your phone. So I found it and it was underneath all the blankets inside my luggage. Final thoughts for today. I think an Apple Watch is worth it only if it truly fits your lifestyle and your needs. Will you use the Apple Watch and all of its features consistently? Is your goal to lessen your time with your phone and to minimize distractions? Is tracking your health and fitness something important to you? If your answer to all of that is yes, then I think the Apple Watch is worth the investment. But if you think the Apple Watch wouldn't supplement your lifestyle in any way, then I think you should really take a step back and think about purchasing one for yourself, because ultimately it's all about making sure the device adds value to your routine. Let me know in the comments if you're considering purchasing one and I might just help you out. If you do have an Apple Watch, do share your tips on how you use yours. Thank you so much for sticking around, and we'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!